Hello everyone, Vanessa here, and welcome to our second workout in our program, 6 Weeks to Strong. So today, all you actually need is a little part of the wall that's clear that you can stand against for one move. Otherwise, maybe roll out a mat, grab your water bottle, turn on some music, and let's get ready to get strong. So I invite you to start with some movement, intuitive movement. Allow your body to maybe do some shoulder rolls, maybe add a bounce, maybe you just want to dance around for a few seconds here. And the goal here is just to start to let go of any tension that might be holding in the body. And then when you feel like you're pretty good and ready to go, we're going to come to stillness. And I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable. We're going to bring our awareness all the way down to our feet. They're about hips distance apart. We're going to lift our toes. From here, rooting into our big toe mound, little toe mound, and heel. We're going to slow lower from little toe to big toe, letting everything return to the earth. Think about maybe gently lifting through the arches of our feet. And we're going to bring our awareness up towards our knees, where we're going to give a small bend. From there, we're going to continue to bring our awareness up towards our hips, our pelvis. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, think of exhaling from the bottom of the belly upwards. We're going to try to keep our glutes relaxed. Then inhale, shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, gently slide them down your back, palms forward. Take a deep breath in here, belly back and sides expand. And then exhale, gently lifting, knitting, drawing upwards. Amazing. All right, let's open our eyes. And again, we'll start with a warm-up. It'll probably be pretty similar to the last warm-up we did together, workout 1. And I want to start with a march. And it's a pretty effective way to get those heart muscles, to get the heart muscles pumping and to get the blood flowing a little bit. So again, the purpose of the warm-up, we don't want to skip it, is to prepare the muscles and joints to get ready for the work they're going to do. All right, so hanging out here. And then last time we did a side to side step tap. So step and step. I always add my arms in. I joke that I think my arms and legs think they just must do this together, but it works for me. So we're going to think about reaching and pulling, reaching and pulling. Yes. Great job. Let's do 4, 3. Remember that butt kick? Here we go. So now you can pull your arms down a little bit. So reaching up and pulling down. As you go ahead and take that hamstring curl or a butt kick. So side to side, flexing the heel as you aim it to flexing the foot, as you aim the heel towards the center of your glute. Let's go for 4, 3. We're going to do those knee lifts next. So lift and lift. You can add those arms in like a pull down or press down, or you can have them at heart center. That's up to you. Adding in the arms to any movement that you do increases the heart rate. Yes. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Hold the hands here. Now we're going to twist and twist. So still adding that knee lift, but now rotating the torso over it. Be kind with your rotations, right? We don't want to push anything in any of the moves, actually. Let's do 1 more to each side. Wonderful. Come back to a bit of a march. Feet about hips distance apart. Let's steady them. Now we're going to hinge. And then we're going to come on up. So again, from the side, hips go back, knees are soft, and come on up. And then you'll notice when I come on up, or maybe you won't, but I'll tell you about it so that you do, that I don't squeeze my glutes forward. We come on up to upright, and that's that. We want to avoid squeezing forward. Like we want to try to avoid any glute clenching along the way. Last 2 right here. And give me 1 more. Amazing. All right, coming back into a bit of a march and maybe grabbing some water. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to move our body. So same as workout 1, we have 3 sets, 3 supersets. So those supersets are 2 work moves back to back, and they don't work the same muscle group, so it's perfect. So we're going to start with some squats. So with a pause at the bottom this time. So yesterday or last workout, we did our sitting on the chair and standing. Today from standing, we're going to send our hips back looking for a chair and pause for 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Inhale, pause. 2, 1. Come on up. Amazing. So it's just that little bit of a pause down at the bottom of the squat, and then we come on up. Inhale as you come on down. Please keep breathing. And inhaling down. And then come on up. Honestly, just breathe as feels good to you here. We just want to give that little pause at the bottom and come on up. We're almost there. We're going for 10 reps today. Yeah. Which of course means Vanessa has to count. We're doing pretty good here. And come on up. Give me 2 more. And last one. Great job. From here, we're actually going to make our way down to the ground. So coming on down. And we're going to take it into a bridge march. So yeah, a little bit of glutes here, but this one is really for the core. So coming onto your back, first time here. So let's set ourselves up. Feet about hip distance apart. And then I invite you to press up. So you do want to feel this in the glutes and not the lower back. If it's in the lower back, walk your feet away a little bit. Allow your hands to rest down. Actually, turn your palms open. Open through the heart center a little bit while we're here. And then we're going to go ahead and lift right leg and lower down. Left leg and lower down. So we're going to work into your core muscles here, your stability muscles. Up and down and lift and down. You're doing amazing. Keep breathing. Relax your jaw though. Sometimes we clench it. I hear that feedback a lot. Thank you, Vanessa, for saying that. So whether that resonates with you or not, I'm never really sure. We're going to go for 6 more here. So a total of 16, which would be 8 per side. We have just 4 to go. Yeah. Last 2. Amazing job. So go ahead, lower the hips. You can roll to your side, press on up, make your way up. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need an extra second or 2. Coming back to our standing position, feet about hips distance apart, hands wherever you want them, maybe this round. I'll go to my hips. Let's go ahead and sit back and pause and come on up. So I guess a side view here. So notice how my hips go back. So we might all, you can keep your head up. Oops, I can see I'm sticking my butt out there a little bit more than I meant to. So we're all going to look a little different in our squat. We all have different length femurs. So the front, your shins. We all have different length torsos. Apparently I like hands to heart better than hips. That's okay. You do you. Remember, we just want to pause for a moment. So I noticed that I had a little bit of an extra butt stick out. So if you feel that, this is our reminder to gently lift a little bit more through the lower belly. Just thinking about a little bit of engagement there. So maybe even an exhale on the way down to help out with that. We do 2 more. Ooh, getting warm already. Anyways, we're all going to have different angles of our torsos as well because of our shins. So one person might look a little bit more upright and one person, we're coming down, might look a little bit more diagonal, and that is all okay. So coming onto your side to come onto your back. We're moving here for time, right? All right, so pressing up into that bridge, pressing evenly between right foot and left foot. Let's open our palms to the ceiling to get a little opening in the front of our shoulders. Relax your jaw and then start your marches. Yeah, great job. And breathe. Usually I like an exhale on the march, but I'm talking a little bit and I'm noticing maybe I have a little bit of a stuffy nose. So honestly, at the end of the day, as long as you're breathing throughout your movements, you are doing amazing. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, foot down, hips down, roll to your side, press on up. We have one more time through these 2 moves. All right, shake off what you need. Plant your feet about hips distance apart. Here's the other thing we want to make sure. Knees and toes go in the same direction. And then when you're ready, we squat. And then we come on up. Your range of motion is yours. Okay? So how deep you go is very personal. Individualized, we would say, to be what you need today in this moment in time. So that reminder, this is your time, your workout, your body. Make it work for you. Yeah. Okay, we got 2 more. 2. Gotta love that little pause at the bottom. That's where the heat comes in, right? Last 1. And come on up. Whew. Shake off what you need. Let's make our way down. Let's make our way down here. So coming onto your side or rolling right onto your back, whatever suits your body best. I like to show that side roll because it is very supportive for the core muscles. So planting your feet, let's lift our hips, adjust anything you need. Right? You can always adjust, and then we go ahead and march. I like to say, even as we start, you might find you would feel a little bit more supportive if you adjusted your feet. That's okay. It's perfectly okay. Oh, you're doing amazing. We're going to go for another 8 and 6. Here we go. Countdown from 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Go ahead, bring those hips down. Roll up, roll to your side, and then roll up, or roll straight up to you. And let's gently make our way on up to stand. Grabbing some water. I love my ledge there. And then we're going to make our way into superset number 2 already. Actually, we really went through that one nice and quick. Want to be mindful to keep these workouts about 30 to 35 minutes. So here we go. We're going to start, actually, no, today we're going to start in the center. From here, feet about hips distance, we're going to step out into a squat. So step and squat, and then come on up to the other side. Step and squat, and come on up. So it's a lateral stepping squat so that we're getting a little bit more inner outer thigh engagement. So anytime you step away from the body, you use the outer thigh. Yeah, and anytime you step in towards the body, you use your inner thigh. Probably like, oh, Vanessa, that makes perfect sense. Or you knew that already. Probably knew that already. Right? So step out and bring it in and step out. I don't know if it's ever annoying or not, but I do like to give you a little bit of education about your body as we go through our classes together. All right, it shouldn't be, information about our body should not be held from us, right? If I can tell you why I put you in the moves I do so that you have that knowledge, perfect. We'll do 2 more to each side. Yep. And step. So it's the same mechanics as a squat, right? Hips are back, except we have that side to side action and up. Whew, great job. Now we're going to come to a wall. So about where your hips can rest on it, not quite, just about. My glutes are just about touching. My heels are just about touching. My upper back is touching, or I guess everything is touching. Yeah, just barely, but there. Now we're going to bring the arms up, and then we're going to pull them down. Inhale, bring them up, keeping ribs in and down. You might even keep your chin gently tucked in to help with that. And then, and I suppose I could have showed this one arm at a time. So you could do one arm at a time. Now that we're here, of course, but maybe in round 2. So that was 5. We're going to go for 5 more. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale. I just caught my chin lifting as I went to look at the camera as though I could see you. That's silly, Vanessa. And pull it down. Give me 2 more. So chin gently tucking, maybe thinking like that fist or that grapefruit distance between chin and chest. We're not looking up. And last one here. Amazing. And bring it down. So that is for the upper back, the backs of the shoulders. I mean, my biceps help out too, depending on, they always feel a little extra depending what I did the day before. So let's go ahead, come back to the center of our mat. Let's step to the left this time first. Let's be different. So go ahead, take that side step squat, and then step and squeeze in. Inhale and exhale. So again, knees and toes always go in the same direction. You can take a quick peek. Yep. So that is to protect, well, your knees, your legs, right? Your legs move as one, whether it's to the side, to the back, to the front, or into a rotation. So from the hips, everything goes together. Yeah. And just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. I hope you have some great music on to get you through. Music is such a hard one here because we all like different things, that I've decided that I'm going to let you do you. I mean, some people don't like music. I really do. It does help. So I do hope that you have the opportunity to crank your favorite tunes. Last one coming up here. Whew. All right. Back to that wall. I'll give you time. So heels, glutes, shoulders, chin gently in, arms out to the side. So if you think from the shoulders, elbows straight out. Inhale, bring it up. And then exhale, pull them down. You can pull them down a little bit further if you want, so you're more of a W. Inhale. You can make some fun things like that, like we're winners or something. I don't know. Have fun. Have fun. Inhale. And again, you could do one arm at a time. So really what we want to make sure here, especially since I want this to be something you could do postpartum, so we do just want to bring awareness into those ribs and keep them knitted together. Last 2, and pull down. And just one more. Great. Release. Make your way back to your mat. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you stay there. That's great. All right, let's get ready for this last round of this superset. So let's go right. So step and squat, and then squeeze back up. Step and squat, and come back up. Inhale and exhale. You're doing great. Again, body weight only is no joke sometimes. It is nice and warm. I am feeling warm, and I'm in my basement. And the furnace is not running. So it might kick on soon. But for now, it's just me building the heat. It's just us building the heat. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look at you go. Let's make our way back to the wall for our last set of wall slides. Again, heels gently resting, glutes gently resting, perhaps shoulders gently resting. Yes, that is actually all depends on, the muscles in our glutes. Arms out to the side. Inhale up and exhale. Pull in. Oh, there goes the furnace. Inhale up and exhale. Actually fairly lucky today that the vent is on the other side of the space. Funny fact, or fun fact, it's actually basically right above my treadmill. So some mornings that is just a little extra. Pull down. Inhale. But when we redid our basement, I got to claim half of our common area for my fitness section. So it was a really nice concession by my family that I could have this here. And pull. Give me 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Disclaimer, I did not count this one. I was busy talking about our furnace. My apologies. And release. Wonderful. Okay, we're done superset number 2. Okay, so from here, grab some water. And actually, the next superset is fully on the ground. This one is pretty core focused. Yay! So we're going to make our way on down to the ground, however you feel good. All right, and we're going to make our way onto our tummy. I will go this way so that the microphone stays facing the camera, just in case. Would hate for it to disconnect. It really shouldn't. Okay, so we're going to lay down on our tummy. If, for any reason, you do not want to lay on your tummy on the ground, you can do this in a tabletop position. It's called a bird dog. That is totally fine. You could also stay standing. I just want to let you know that this is not the only way you can do this. So if you're okay to come on down, let's come on down, or to your hands and knees. From here, we're going to relax your glutes. So you can wiggle the hips a little bit to help there. And then looking down at the ground. So no more, maybe watch the first one and then facing the ground. We're going to lift right arm, left leg, lower down, switch sides, up and down. So we lift and lower, lift and lower. Slow and steady. Pretty sure I said this in workout 1. Slow and steady gets us where we need to go. Life is not a race. You do not have to match my pace, but I do invite you to maybe be cautious about going too much faster than I am. And we're going to do 6 more alternating. 6, 5, soften the forehead and jaw. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Sliding the hands in under the shoulders. We're going to press on up and then make our way towards the back of our mat or the back of our space. So we're going to start doing some bear crawls. What we're actually going to start to do, trying to think of the version 1 I want to give here, because I wrote it 2 ways and figured I'd figure it out in the moment. So we can actually start with a hover. So starting with a hover, and in week 3 and 4, we'll start to walk. So shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, press into the base knuckles of your hands, and then a little bit more into the pinkies. That gets your serratus. Look just slightly forward of your hands down to your mat. Tuck your toes. On an exhale, lift the knees by draw the lower belly up to the ribs, so not to the spine. And inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift the lower belly upwards towards the ribs as you lift the knees. So we avoid belly button to spine. Inhale, lower down. Hopefully you're still breathing. Exhale. So we avoid belly button to spine for the downward pressure that can put on the pelvic floor. Lower down. Exhale, lift gently through the lower belly, hover those knees. And inhale, lower down. Whew. So we want to think about pressing into the pinkies a little bit more. Lower down. Exhale, lift, because that really engages the muscles alongside your ribs. And inhale down. We got 2 more. You're doing great. So press, lift, and inhale, lower. And last one. And lower. Now from here, perhaps walk the hands out so we're in a kneeling plank, and then lower down to the ground. Adjusting as you need in your space. All right, maybe you also have a little bit of a tight corner, such as I do. That's okay, we can make it work. Relax the jaw, relax the glutes. Inhale, right arm, left leg up, and lower down. Switch sides, and lower. Lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. And up. Please keep breathing the whole time. Keep breathing. We have 8, 7. We don't want to keep going forever, right? But we don't want to cheat ourselves. Last 2. No, that's 4. Sorry, 3. I almost cheated us. 2 and 1. Slide the hands in. Press on up. Come back to your kneeling tabletop. All right, so maybe you did one round and you're like, my wrist did not like that. I'm going to invite you to come onto your back. And when we do a hover, you're going to take a pelvic tilt. So you're still going to exhale from the bottom of the belly up so that your lower back gets flat-ish on the ground. Try not to use your glutes. And then you're going to relax, okay? Because I know that not everyone loves to be on their hands and knees, on their wrists, right? So relax the jaw. Take a little exhale, little lift of the lower belly up to the ribs. Big breath in. Exhale, hover the knees. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, lifting the knees. And inhale, lower down. We want to think of exhaling from the bottom of the belly up so that as we lift upwards with the lower belly, we're bracing it and we're avoiding that belly button to spine downward pressure on the pelvic floor. We only have 3 left, just like that. Last 2. And just 1 more. And lower down. All right, 1 more round of each. Let's walk on out to our tummy or to our plank and lower down. I just think I did it all at once. So lowering down and relax jaw, soften glutes. Here we go. Lift and lower, lift and lower, up and down. Find your flow and your range of motion. You can do this. You have 8 more. Final 4. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Wonderful. Slide the hands in. Gently press yourself on up. Find your way to your tabletop or to your back, perhaps. Choose your journey. We're just really working on those abdominals here. So tucking the toes. Exhale for just a little bit of a brace. Again, this is for a tabletop on your back. You're going to take those pelvic tilts. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Lift from the bottom of the belly up. And inhale, relax. Exhale, drawing upward. And inhale to release. If you're in your tabletop, you are looking maybe, keep moving by the way, you're looking about 6 inches in front of your hand. So that helps keep your neck in line with your spine. And lower down. Last 3 right here. And just 1 more. and lower down. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and make our way all the way back onto our tummy and to start our stretches. So we're going to take what is called a scorpion. So we're going to take your right arm out to the side in line with your right shoulder. Left hand under left shoulder. Bend your left knee. Then we're going to lift the left leg and we're going to roll to our right. And you can release your head down. And you can rest here. Take a few breaths. Softening in. You did amazing work. And then let's make our way back to our tummy and we'll go to the other side. So slide your right hand under your right shoulder, left arm out in line with the shoulder, right knee bends. Lift the right leg a little bit and roll over to your left. And just a few breaths here. And then let's make our way back to our tummy. Slide the hands under the shoulders. And we're going to make our way on up and let's come onto our sitting bones. So you don't really need to be on those wrists anymore. Let's extend your legs out in front. You can do a little bounce, bounce, bounce. Maybe, pull the toes a little bit. Do what you need. And then from here, we're going to take your right leg and we're going to cross the ankle over the thigh. So flexing both feet here, that helps with the knees. Sitting upright here. And then we're going to have the opportunity to stay right here. You can bring your hands behind and maybe bend that bottom leg. And then you get to choose the depth of your stretch, right? Deeper is bringing your hips closer to your feet. And taking a little bit less deep, you would bring your hips away from your feet. And then we want to try to stay lifted through heart center. And now, sorry, don't know what's going on with my throat. Now we're going to drop everything over to the left. Again, this is optional. You don't have to do this. I like the lower back release. And then come back to center. Give me 2 more of those. Drop into a little twist here. And come back up. And last one. And coming back up. And now we'll extend that bottom leg out. Readjusting your space as you need. Extend your right leg out. Maybe give a little bounce of those knees. And we'll come to that other side. So this is for the glutes. They worked pretty hard today. So flexing both feet as you keep that left ankle crossed over your right thigh. You can stay here. This is beautiful. You can bring your hands behind, bend that bottom knee and adjust. For whatever depth you want. And remember, you can stay here or that opportunity to drop everything now over to the right. And then back to center. And again to the right. And back to center. And last one. And back to center. Go ahead, extend that right leg out. Uncross your left. You can give a little bounce. I'm just going to turn this way and bring the soles of my feet together. So lengthening up on an inhale and exhale. We're going to fold. Taking a few breaths here. One more deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. And then we'll inhale, come on up. Make your way into any comfortable seat. Whatever feels good. Maybe give me a few shoulder rolls. Rolling them up and then back and down. Give me 2 more. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, sweep out, around and up. Exhale over to one side, looking on up. Take a deep breath into those ribs. And then we'll inhale, reach up, and exhale over. Inhale here and let it go. And then we'll inhale, come on up. This time, exhale, open the arms out to the side. And then inhale, sweep up. And exhale, let's bring hands to heart. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had a great workout. I hope that you're feeling like you're getting stronger day by day. Take care, and I'll see you next time.